In the dappled light of the forest floor, the journey begins. This is Jazzy, a mother of the troop, moving with purpose. Cradled close to her chest is her most precious cargo, her infant daughter, still new to this world. Their destination, a familiar clearing where the rest of the family gathers. But in the wild, no journey is solitary. Walking a respectful distance behind, a companion and fellow guardian, Babette. Together, they navigate the tangled understory, a silent procession of care and community. A moment of respite, Jazzy settles on a sun-warmed patch of earth, a classroom of soft soil and fallen leaves. Here, she permits her little one a first, tentative exploration of independence. cub's tiny hands grip the ground, legs wobbling as the grand, monumental act of walking begins. It is into this intimate scene that another quietly arrives. Yona, Jazzy's sister. She sits, a picture of serene observation, her eyes soft. She watches her sister, and she watches her tiny niece, not just seeing, but witnessing these first fragile steps of life. Side by side, the sisters sit. No words pass between them. None are needed in the language of kin. Their shared focus is the little one, a living, stumbling bond between them. Jazzy's gaze is one of maternal vigilance. Yona's, one of rapt, almost wistful fascination. Together, they form a silent circle of encouragement around the learning infant. The struggle is real, and nature is a harsh teacher. The little one pushes forward, only to lose balance, a soft tumble onto the leafy floor. In a blur of instinct, Jazzy is there. Her arms sweep down, gathering her startled child back to the safety of her fur. The infant's wide eyes speak of sudden shock, then immediate comfort. A lesson learned. The world is vast, but a mother's refuge is never more than a heartbeat away. The memory of the fall lingers. Now Jazzy's tolerance for distance has vanished. She settles once more, but this time her body is a fortress. She draws her little one close, allowing only the smallest movements within the sphere of her embrace. The earlier freedom is momentarily revoked, replaced by the primal need to protect. Adventure must wait. She doesn't just sit near her family, she joins them. She wraps an arm around her sister in a gesture of solidarity, and with infinite tenderness, she envelops her tiny niece in a second loving embrace. It is a hug that speaks of deep affection so tight, so full. And then, a secret. She dips her head, stealing a gentle, almost imperceptible kiss on the infant's head. A small, stolen token of pure love. The tableau holds Giona, now seated firmly between her sister and her niece. Her embrace remains firm. Yes, indeed, very tight, as if trying to imprint the feeling. Again, that furtive, loving gesture, another stolen kiss, bestowed upon the sleeping or contented infant. Her love is palpable, almost overwhelming in its intensity. But then, a change. Giona's serene expression shifts to one of calculation. Her eyes dart left, then right, assessing the forest, the troop, her sister's momentarily diverted attention. Her arms, still wrapped around her niece, tighten with new purpose. This is no longer just a hug. It is a preparation. In one fluid, decisive motion, she rises, clutching the infant to her chest, and strides quickly, purposefully, away from Jazzy. The reaction is instantaneous. Maternal alarm triggers a lightning response. Jazzy is on her feet, crossing the space in bounds. There is no aggression, only urgent reclamation. She reaches Giona, and with firm, deliberate hands, she retrieves her child, drawing the little one back into the cradle of her own arms. The unspoken reason hangs in the air, a mother's fear of the unknown, of dangers real or perceived, when her offspring is taken beyond her sight. A remarkable thing happens then. There is no reprimand, no lasting anger in Jazzy's demeanor. She seems to understand the complex heart of her sister. She knows this was not malice, but love misguided perhaps, but genuine. The tension dissolves as quickly as it arose. They sink back to the forest floor, and for a moment they simply hug sister to sister. It is a reconciliation written in the silent language of family. The family circle expands. A new figure approaches. Nanda, another mother of the troop, her own young child clinging to her back. Jazzy, ever the diplomat of social bonds, moves forward to greet them. There are soft vocalizations, gentle touches, a ritual of reaffirming bonds and peaceful coexistence. The clearing is now a nursery of multiple generations. But the peace is fragile. Jazzy's eyes track the approach of more troop members. The calm of the nursery threatens to shift into the bustle of the crowd. For a mother with a vulnerable infant, tranquility is a necessity. Making a quiet decision, Jazzy gathers her little one and begins to withdraw, edging away from the gathering center, seeking a quieter periphery. Her retreat leads her to a vantage point, a large, flat stone warmed by the fading sun. It is not empty. Here, some of the troop's younger, less rambunctious members lounge, accompanied by Jazzy's own younger sister. It seems a haven, a place of relative calm and elevated safety. Yet, in complex societies, conflict often follows. Nanda's adolescent daughter detaches from the main group and approaches the stone. Her posture is not playful, but provocative, a young member testing boundaries. Jazzy, unwilling to subject her infant to even petty strife, makes her choice. Slowly, deliberately, she descends from the stone, leading her child further away, putting distance between them and the stirrings of trouble. As the golden hour descends and the forest settles into the hush of twilight, a final moment of unity unfolds. In a quiet grove, Jazzy finds peace, and to her, once more, comes Jonna. There are no more sudden movements, no attempts to leave. The sisters simply sit, their bodies leaning into one another, the infant nestled between them. They share a long, quiet embrace, a three-hearted sculpture of family. Together, they wait, watching the light fade, sharing warmth against the coming cool, united in their vigil until it is time to climb, as one, into the sheltering arms of the sleeping trees. In the intricate web of the troop, love takes many forms. The fierce, protective love of a mother, the admiring, sometimes impulsive love of an aunt. Their conflict is never a battle of hatred, but a collision of these powerful, instinctive affections. In the end, the forest witnesses not a theft, but a story. The story of Jonna, whose love was so vast she almost carried it away, and the story of Jazzy, whose wisdom knew that true love always eventually returns home.
Oh my god. 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 Oh my